Before Patrick Mahomes ever touched an NFL field, he was already a problem. Born in Tyler, Texas in 1995, Mahomes didn't just play sports, he dominated them. At White House High School, he starred in football, basketball, and baseball. But it was baseball where he first made headlines. He once threw a no-hitter with 16 strikeouts in a single game. Scouts were drooling. The Detroit Tigers drafted him straight out of high school. And here's the twist, he didn't even attend the pre-draft workout. That's how good he was. But for Mahomes, something about football just felt different. The pressure, the spotlight, the adrenaline, he craved all of it. And when it came time to choose between a potential MLB career or betting it all on football, he took the risk most players wouldn't. And what happened next put him on a collision course with NFL greatness. When Mahomes arrived at Texas Tech, he wasn't the golden boy yet. He started as a backup, but by his sophomore year, he took over and didn't look back. In just one game against Oklahoma, he threw for 734 yards. That's not a typo. It tied the FBS single game record. His junior season, he racked up over 5,300 passing yards and 43 touchdowns, leading the entire nation and earning the Sammy Baugh Trophy for Best College Passer. But even with eye-popping numbers, critics still had doubts. His mechanics were too raw. He scrambled too much. He played in a gimmicky, air raid offense. Some scouts weren't convinced he could make it in the pros, but Mahomes wasn't playing their game. He was rewriting it. Still, when NFL teams watched his film, they saw something different. The arm talent, the creativity, the fire. And one franchise was ready to gamble big, because the next move would shock the entire league. The 2017 NFL draft was packed with defensive talent. Most teams weren't even looking at quarterbacks. But behind the scenes, the Kansas City Chiefs were planning something bold. Head coach Andy Reid saw the flashes on tape. Off-platform throws, insane velocity, the ability to improvise like nobody else in the draft. So they made their move. The Chiefs traded up 17 spots, jumping from the 27th pick to number 10 to grab Mahomes. At the time, most people scratched their heads. He wasn't the consensus top quarterback. He wasn't even a household name. But Kansas City saw what others didn't, a future face of the league. In his rookie year, Mahomes sat behind veteran Alex Smith. No pressure, no headlines, just time to learn. Most young quarterbacks rush into action. Mahomes. He waited, studied, absorbed everything he could. And when he finally took the field, he didn't just live up to the hype, he exploded past it. When Mahomes finally took over as the starter in 2018, the NFL wasn't ready. In his first full season, he threw for 5,097 yards and 50 touchdowns, joining only Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in that elite club. He won NFL MVP, became a household name, and instantly rewrote what a quarterback could look like. But it wasn't just the numbers, it was the way he played. No-look passes, sidearm lasers, left-handed throws while getting tackled, behind-the-back warm-ups. Every game felt like a highlight reel. He wasn't just beating defenses, he was embarrassing them. Defenders started calling him Video Game Mahomes because his moves didn't seem real. Fans couldn't get enough. He made fourth down feel like first and long feel like second nature. And just when people started asking if he could sustain it, he delivered the moment that would define him forever. It all came down to Super Bowl 54. The Chiefs were trailing the 49ers, down 10 points in the fourth quarter. Momentum gone, time slipping away. And then, on 3rd and 15, Mahomes uncorked a bomb downfield to Tyreek Hill. The play? A now legendary call, Jet Chip Wasp. That single throw flipped the script and kick-started a comeback for the ages. The Chiefs scored 21 unanswered points, Mahomes took home Super Bowl MVP, and Kansas City ended a 50-year title drought. He wasn't just a highlight machine anymore, he was a clutch performer with ice in his veins. And he didn't stop there. Mahomes would go on to win 2 more Super Bowls, earning 3 rings and 3 Super Bowl MVPs by the age of 28. His game-winning touchdown in Super Bowl 58, a perfectly timed play called Corn Dog in overtime. Leave it to Mahomes to make even the weirdest play names sound legendary. But with every rise comes a fall, and in Super Bowl 59, the Chiefs got humbled. A 40-22 loss to the Eagles lit up the scoreboard in all the wrong ways. And that loss? It wasn't just a bruise to the ego, it sparked a new fire. For all his dominance on the field, Mahomes has had to dodge more than just blitzes. In 2024, he caught major heat for a slide that some claimed was a flop, selling a late hit that set up a game-winning drive. Critics called it soft, and debates erupted about whether the league would change the replay rules because of it. Not exactly the kind of influence he was aiming for. Then came the off-field whispers. A photo from a high-profile Miami party showed Mahomes celebrating without Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift. That single image sparked days of speculation. Was there a rift in the locker room? Was the core starting to crack? Neither he nor Kelce addressed it directly, but the timing raised eyebrows. And just when the dust was settling, another storm hit, this time from outside the NFL. Mahomes' father, former MLB pitcher Pat Mahomes Sr., was booked to appear in a Barstool boxing event, but the fight was abruptly pulled after backlash. The drama involved former MLB pitcher John Rocker, who reportedly objected to the event for reasons that weren't made public. What started as a random exhibition turned into a headline Mahomes didn't ask for, but couldn't ignore. Fame brings the spotlight, and the spotlight never blinks. And for Mahomes, it's not just about handling pressure on Sundays, because behind the jaw-dropping throws is a guy balancing fame, family, and a fire to prove himself all over again. After the Super Bowl 59 blowout, people started whispering the unthinkable. Had the league figured him out? It was the first time Mahomes looked human in a big game, and the media pounced. Think pieces, podcast debates, sports talk chaos. Everyone had a theory. And Mahomes? He stayed mostly quiet, until he didn't. In an off-season interview, he calmly shut it all down. "I'd rather be doubted again," he said. That wasn't just a soundbite, it was a mindset shift. Less flashy social posts, fewer media appearances, more grind, more silence. He dove deeper into film, focused on footwork, tightened mechanics. For someone already at the top, he was attacking like a rookie trying to make the roster. He even changed how he trained, working out at altitude, building endurance for longer, more punishing playoff runs. Mahomes knew that raw talent got him to the top, but discipline would keep him there. Because it's not just about highlights anymore, it's about building something bigger. And what Mahomes is building could change football forever. As the 2025 season approaches, Patrick Mahomes is more than just a legend. He's on a mission. That Super Bowl 59 loss to the Eagles still stings, but it's fueled a new version of Mahomes, one who's hungrier than ever to silence the critics. The chip on his shoulder is now bigger than ever, and he's putting everything into his craft. The goal is no longer just getting back to the big game. It's about dominating it once and for all. What makes Mahomes dangerous isn't just his arm. It's the mindset. It's the way he comes back after setbacks, the way he thrives on proving people wrong. Even Tom Brady, who knows a thing or two about championships, has said Mahomes is the next great to carry the torch. In fact, Brady has called Mahomes the closest thing to a dynasty in the NFL right now. That's a high bar, but Mahomes is wired for it. This next chapter, it's not just about another MVP or a Super Bowl win. It's about building a legacy that defines not just his generation, but the next. The question is, can he make 2025 the year he cements his place as the greatest quarterback of all time? Patrick Mahomes' journey is far from ordinary. From a multi-sport Texas kid with a rocket arm to the NFL's most electrifying superstar, his story is packed with moments of brilliance, controversy, and relentless determination. He's faced doubts, critics, and setbacks, but each time he's come back stronger, rewriting the playbook on what it means to be a quarterback. As we watch him chase another championship, it's clear that Mahomes isn't just playing for today. He's building something that will outlast any highlight or headline, a legacy that could shape the future of football for decades. So, whether you're a die-hard Chiefs fan or just a lover of the game, one thing's certain: Patrick Mahomes isn't done surprising us yet, And that next chapter, it's going to be one hell of a story.